Good afternoon, Jeff from Rust Bucket Valley Garage. Today we have the GMC 1500 back in here for maintenance, and they also have a power steering leak, so they wanted the oil changed, so that's been accomplished. They wanted new fuel filter, that has been accomplished. Remember on one of the previous videos that we were going to take and build a box for this guy that is a lifeguard, and he wants some place to keep his wetsuits, and where it won't take and make the inside of his vehicle wet. So we finally got a chance to take and mount that on here, and it looks very nice. I think he'll be pretty happy. But one other thing that happened on here is that the check engine light was on. So we went ahead and we ran the codes, and it is saying one of the O2 heaters on bank number 2, which is the bank that is on the passenger side on an 8-cylinder engine, was open. Okay, so we're going to take and change the oxygen sensors on there. The customers decided there's an upstream and a downstream, like pre-cat and post-cat oxygen sensors on these, and so he wants to take and change all 4 of them. So we've completed that, and I wanted to show you something. So we're in here on the workbench, and we've been kind of ripping and tearing just a little bit here. Okay, this is what an oxygen sensor looks like. This screws into a welded ferrule that is on the exhaust system, and there's generally one before the catalytic converter, one after the catalytic converter, and what that will do is that will tell the efficiency of the catalytic converter. Okay, so it's kind of important for pollution controls to know that. So what we did is we took one of the oxygen sensors and we dissected it, and it's kind of interesting what you find inside. Basically what we did is we took the end here and we went ahead and cut it. Okay, so we cut the thing open. Okay, so there's an insulator inside here. Okay, when you get an air code that says that the heater is open, this right here is what they're talking about. This heater goes inside here, and this is actually the sensor. It's kind of a ceramic membrane, and there's a sensor inside that, and it's probably got some type of catalyst in it. But when you take and there's 2 wires on that, and there will be 2 wires on the heater. You can take an ohm meter and you can put them across here, and they will be in the plug. They will be the 2 wires that are exactly the same color, because generally on these there's kind of a light brown and a dark brown. So there are 2 lines here that are for the heater, and they are the same color brown. So what we did is we looked at it, and this heater's open. Okay, so there's something wrong with the circuit that's inside of here. So that is a code that we were getting. You may ask, and rightly so, why is there a heater in an oxygen sensor? Some vehicles have them, some vehicles do not. This particular vehicle does. The reason there is a heater in the oxygen sensor is because this element right here, when the onboard computer looks at it, okay, it is looking for data from that. Okay, and the data is only good if it's at or taken at a specific temperature. And that's approximately 180 degrees. Okay, so when you take and turn on the vehicle, this is energized and this heats up and it takes the element here to about 180 degrees, and then you can see on the scan tool where the feedback from this will go from open loop to closed loop. And that means that the heater is working properly and that the element that is sensing the exhaust gases is operating correctly. Okay, so this won't be what you see. You will see something that looks like that. Okay, closer to that. Okay, that'll be in the exhaust stream, and that'll be screwed into a ferrule that's on your exhaust pipe. Anyway, I know it's not every day you get to take something and tear it apart, and we're glad that we got this opportunity so we can take and show you what's inside an oxygen sensor and why they fail. Sometimes when you get an oxygen sensor failure, and it is not a heater, it will say something like the efficiency is low. That could be a catalytic converter, which means that it's not taking all the pollutants out of the exhaust stream that it should. It means the catalytic converter may be plugged up, may be contaminated. A lot of older cars, they start blowing oil, either because the rings are bad or the valve stem seals are leaking. So that goes right through the catalytic converter, and it will take and pollute the pollution control device, actually. So the oxygen sensors, if you have one before the catalytic converter, one behind the catalytic converter, it can kind of tell you the efficiency of the catalytic converter, whether it's doing its job or not. So anyway, hope I've given you a little bit of information, a little informative. Please stop back by later on. We might be doing something new. Hit that notification button and subscribe, and you'll be the first to find out when we are doing something new. Okay, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time.